Today here at the University of Essex, in anticipation of our first ever international conference, we will be discussing, is Islam compatible with modern time? Joining me today, we have Armand and Dominic. I'll be rolling the camera with you, Armand. Is Islam compatible with modern time?
Thank you very much. I'd like to begin by saying that obviously Islam is a religion that was sent to the people as a whole 14 to 1500 years ago. And Islam is actually a religion that we have and a way of life that we have till the end of time. So in a sense for us Muslims, it is a modern religion and it will stay a modern religion till the end of time. There can be no changes. Whether it's compatible with modern society, we need to first of all define what is modern. What do we mean by modern? If by modern we mean technology, then Islam is a modern religion. If by modern we mean the rights of women, then Islam is a modern religion. And in fact, Islam gave women rights 14 to 1500 years ago. And if by Islam or if by modern we mean the rights of humans, then again Islam gave humans rights 14 to 1500 years ago. But if we mean modern to be the society that we have in the Western world, then no, Islam is not modern, because Islam objects to many of the things that we do, the free society that we have, this environment that we have of binge drinking, and various other things in the Western society Islam objects to. So in that sense, Islam can never be a modern religion.
Do you have anything to say? Topic.
Well, I think very simply the answer to the question is yes, of course. Islam is compatible with modern times. I mean, there's no reason why not. But I think what's really important actually is to figure out why we're having to ask this question. And why Islam is almost been having to defend itself in the West. And I think the reason why this is happening is because there's a certain agenda which is going on right now in terms of the government and the media, because of the way things are panning out in the world, in that they're trying to give the impression that actually the answer to that question is no, Islam is not compatible with modern times. And I think the point you make about a modern society and what this actually means is very important, because what sort of modern society are we thinking about now? If you're talking about the kind of modern society which Tony Blair and George Bush are trying to create across the world, and particularly in their own countries as well, if we're trying to talk about that as a modern society, then definitely the answer to that is no, and it's easy to see why that this is the case. How can it possibly be the case that Islam is compatible with a society which creates war on Muslim countries, which allows over 1,500 people to be killed in Lebanon over the summer? How can that be part of a modern society which Islam wants to be a part of? And in the same way with the Iraq wars and the massacres which continue in Palestine. And I think also it's not only abroad, from Britain and the US. I think it's also at home as well, where we're seeing this. And I think with all the Islamophobia and racism which has come out against Muslims in this country, it's easy to see why Muslims would say no, we're not going to be compatible with the society. And I think that's something which is really important. But I think overall with modern society, I mean, I don't know much about the religious teachings of Islam. I'm not a Muslim myself, but from the experience I've had in the anti-war movement in this country, through the Stop the War coalition, the way that I've seen British people, people who are not Muslim, people who are Muslim, coming together and getting on perfectly, and creating a fantastic friendship in order to fight against wars and so on. And I think also in terms of what I've seen in Tower Hamlets with the Respect Party and what they've done. I mean, recently the Respect-led council, which is led by Rania Khan, who's a Muslim woman. She led a motion which got passed, led a motion against the privatisation of housing, and I think that's something which is definitely compatible with modern times. So I would answer yes, of course, but there's no need to be so defensive, really.